We are at the 3rd Annual Sustainable Living Empowerment Conference, and today's theme is looking at how we can improve our quality of life through wellness, nutrition education, and sustainable living and practices.
So right now I have about a tablespoon of oil in here, and I just want to coat the bottom. I'm going to put in my whole wheat flour.
I think today's event's important because it shows that healthcare doesn't always have to be traditional in the sense of happening in an office or a clinic and with a doctor. So we're trying to bring a little more social aspect to healthcare medicine by bringing in a chef, demonstrating just healthy alternatives that can affect one's outcome when it comes to diabetes, obesity, and hypertension. Because really what you put in your body counts, and it starts in the kitchen.
And I'm not gonna add any salt into this dish. The reason that I'm gonna do this is just to show you what things can taste like without salt. Most people have no idea what food actually tastes like. And that's because you're so used to putting a lot of salt on things.
You know, the biggest part of cooking when you have a little bit of restriction is education. So it's knowing how to cook with diabetes so that you can still have something that is healthy and delicious. And I think that tasting is believing. So once you can taste the food and see that, hey, I can do this, she just made this right in front of me, now it's a little more confidence to go home and cook something else.
The cooking demo was great. My stepmom was actually a huge fan of Chef Tiffany, so it was great. I'm sending her pictures and sending her videos, and she's loving it. She's eating it up. And the food was great. We were all surprised that she didn't use any added salt. And just thinking about ways to incorporate healthy living in small ways like that, like making great tasting food without adding any extra salt, like that in itself is just a great takeaway.
Thank you very much.
During a segment of the conference, we have these roundtable discussions where people talk about different issues and topics that concern them. We identify the problem, we consider and look at possible solutions, and then we create a plan of action.
So our next step is we're going to do a health leadership program. And in doing that program, we're going to do like a monthly class. Because once you have people that have a little knowledge, they like to share it. The roundtable discussions allowed us to break down the barriers and talk about issues that affect each of us within our community. And I think in meeting these people and trading information, a lot of people had quite a bit to take away. And in taking those things away, we're going to be able to strengthen and empower our communities better.
We had an amazing turnout. Most people that come are coming to become inspired and receive some useful information that can impact their lives for the long time. So when we leave here today, we leave with some plan of action in mind where we can continue on these practices for the next day and days to come.